He said comedians, because he worked in comedy clubs, it's like, you guys, by far, the worst listeners I've ever met.
Yeah.
And it's true, because most of the time we're like, that little thing you just said about rolling your ankle makes, oh, wait, I got an idea about that.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, that could be something.
And then you come, I come back at the worst times.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'll just be like, he got killed?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I've been talking about it for 7 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll be like, well, I hate to make you relive this yet again.
Yeah, right.
But how did he die?
Totally.
Like, all right.
Mine is
And then I can't even make it through the story again.
You're good. I know.
But
Second time around, you're like, gotta lock in now.
I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, no. I said lock in.
I still don't know who they're talking about.
Yeah. I just got to roll with it now.
Yeah.
There's no being real anymore. Mine is I'll fake it in the beginning. And then my word is usually that's great. Mm-hmm. So I'm like lost in my joke idea. And then I look up and I'm like, that's great. And it's everyone's holding the person talking who's weeping. And I just put my hand on their arm too. And I'm like, that's great. And they're like, that they died?
Like, well, like, new beginnings.
Cool. It's great that they're in a better place. You know?
That's true.
That's great.
That is wonderful.
Carbon emissions are down a fraction, I'm sure, because they're no longer,
they had a
breathing
parking spot. Opened up.
That's open. So that could be a parklet or a garden in his honor. In honor of them. God bless the inclusive pronoun. We are surviving with inclusivity.
Liftoff. The clock has started.
Hello, Hesbos. Welcome to Hesby Street Podcast. I'm here with Zack Chapaloni. Zack, how are you today?
Terrible.
Oh, good. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, all that. We have a bonus episode every Friday on Patreon at patreon.com/Hesby Street. Feel free to check out our website, hesbystreetpod.com, if you want to see a thumbnail of an episode that came out 20 to 25 weeks ago. We also have some updated tour dates up there sometimes. Do you want to buy some merch? You probably can't. Anyways, start the episode, Zach. So you're doing terrible. What's up, man?
I didn't. I thought it'd be a fun bit.
Oh, you're actually doing well.
Sadness.
We're recording this on the 4th of July, 2023.
But it airs on the 5th, so I'm going to be... That's why I didn't put an American flag on. I kept it Morocco.
You kept it Moroccan. Yeah, the American flag's a little...
problematic?
Yeah, kind of... Yeah.
I got a really neat one. It's like an alternate.
Oh, yeah?
It's just all black, and there's one blue line in the middle of it. It's kind of like a cool, like... You know when Superman kind of switched his uniform for a little bit?
Yeah, it's kind of like Superman going through his kind of goth phase.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which is fine. He's got to find himself.
Yeah.
He didn't have a dad, or he did, but just for a second.
Yeah. So he had, his struggles, and people feel however they want. I've been hanging mine on the window, and I feel like people are jealous. Like, where'd you get that? Because they're all like, fuck you, man. Yeah. Hey, fuck you. And I'm like, I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah.
Look on Amazon. I keep saying, look on Amazon.
Right. But then how do the police feel about it?
The police, they go, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I go, because you guys found it on Amazon? I'm just here to... Look, man, I see things, I like things, I put things on.
Got it.
It's a style thing, you know?
That's great, man. There was a person at the comedy store, an employee at the comedy store.
Okay.
Wearing a blue...
We can't talk about comedy store stuff.
Yeah, we can.
No, I have a podcast called The Doorcast now. And that's where we talk about comedy stores.
Uh-huh. Well, this isn't really comedy store stuff.
Okay, good.
This is fashion.
Okay.
A person I saw.
Okay. Ooh, I'm all ears.
Yeah. That we work with had an undisclosed location. Mm-hmm. Was wearing a Captain America shirt, but it was like the Blue Lives Matter version.
Yeah.
And he's an old man.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be like, do you know what you're wearing right now?
Yeah.
Because you know how like the shield is an American flag.
Yeah.
But this one was just...
black.
It was black shirt, and then the shield was just it was just like the gray stripes.
Okay.
And then it was filled in on one of them was filled in with a blue line. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I would always see the red one. Is that fireman?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, I don't think it's fireman.
It can't
I think
be
it
fireman.
just looks cool.
But it was a Blue Lives Matter, but instead it was red. If that makes sense.
I know what I know what you're describing.
It just looks cool.
Yeah.
Maybe like Republican Lives Matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. What a bummer that like colors have just turned it into.
I know. And then blue was liberals. Democrats were blue.
Yeah.
But then also the police.
The police, the OG blues.
Yeah. So then they have to fight over who gets blue.
Yeah.
And then you got the Crips.
Right. Crips are like, don't forget about us.
Don't forget about us.
Don't you dare forget about us, the
Why
Crips.
is it always red versus blue?
I think it's just a distinct, like, opposing.
Green never gets in the game. There's no gang that wears green. Is
Well,
there?
gangrene.
Gangrene.
They don't want to be associated with that.
Got it.
That's an evil we can all agree on. Every gang hates gangrene.
But I love green.
I love green.
Green's a great color.
Yeah, but gangrene.
Gangrene's bad.
It's
But
bad.
it's not like do Bloods and Crips consider themselves a gang?
Oh, yeah.
See, I would think we're bigger than that. At this point, we're not just a gang. We're an institution.
Oh, right. Like,
Gang makes it sound
syndicate.
a syndicate.
yeah, they're probably a syndicate.
a gang seems so. That's just a gang. That's for kids on the corner.
A gang, the more specific with the blood or the Crip you get is the gang. So, it could be like Fountain Avenue Crips. That's a gang that I'm actually in.
You're in that.
I'm in the Fountain Avenue Crips.
I'm in the whatever gang is teal and purple.
Yeah.
Kind of a mint and pink.
pink?
Is
Yeah.
what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Mint and pink.
Mint and pink.
That's what I am. I'm the mint and pink Fountain Avenue boys.
Yeah, you are the.
And we do have women in it, but we call it boys because it's like
Yeah, kind of like a Neverland situation.
a little bit.
Not ready to grow up.
Yeah. Well, we were calling ourselves the girls, and then that got confusing because the Girl Scouts were selling cookies.
Yeah.
Just right outside my house.
Yeah.
And so there was a turf war. We lost some people. They didn't really lose anyone.
How?
They were better at it than us.
Just more organized?
Yeah, and more violent.
Whoa.
Yeah, and more willing to go there.
I'm telling you, there's nothing more beneficial than a sales background.
It's a good point.
If you have any experience in sales, you're going to be fine.
I think what it is with this Girl Scout syndicate
Yeah.
in my neighborhood is they have a quota and they will do whatever it takes to meet it.
Wow.
And that's
You get in the way of that.
Yes, that's the kind of thing. We didn't have that.
Yeah.
We were just kind of like trying to find our way.
Yeah, totally. You were just the mint and greens. You're like, or pink and
Right,
mints. Should we
right.
call ourselves girls?
Real quick, just to all the Hesbos listening, if you want to buy some cookies, that would really help me out.
Yeah, he's
I
in
had to buy
deep.
a lot. I need to sell some cookies. I need to move some Samoas like yesterday.
It's crazy how they emptied your pockets.
Well,
It was either that or shatter your kneecaps.
and it's not even. They emptied my pockets, but I got to move this product.
You're
by
still
week's
in
end.
the hole. They said by week's end?
Yeah, they said by week's end.
The little girls?
The little ones. And yeah, man. I mean, little Charlotte's not fucking around.
Yeah, she seems serious.
Lil
Charlotte,
Yeah.
not to be confused with little Charlotte.
Yeah, she doesn't care for that. Anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Thank you to our friends at the Girl Scouts.
Uh-huh.
Happy 4th to them. Happy 4th to Blue Lives Matter.
And,
we're
also, fuck the brownies.
what other gangs?
Yeah.
What are the brownies?
Oh, it's like a different kind of Girl Scout.
Oh, it's a brownie?
Yeah, like you never had those in your school?
We
It
did.
was the Girl Scouts versus the brownies.
Yeah, I thought the
Which-
brownies were younger, I think.
Yeah, were they younger?
Because
Is
we
that
were
what it
Tiger
was?
Scouts. And
Maybe they
that's
aren't allowed to be called the brownies anymore. It's probably a problem.
Cub Scouts.
Cub Scouts before Boy Scouts.
Yeah, and then Eagle Scout is like that's when you've learned everything there is to be a
That's when
man
you're
in
an
America.
official nerd.
Well, I think
You
it's like
graduated from nerd school.
it's man life skills. Like you could swim like a quarter mile holding your breath.
Mm-hmm.
You could build a fire out of anything. I don't know if that's nerdy.
How come they never have like was able to like
Weld.
well okay, but even like could raise a family, was able to like
Fuck.
no not but like was able to like communicate with his girlfriend appropriately,
Right.
or was able to talk about why he was sad. The skills we're really gonna need when we're adults.
That's not going to help you survive.
No, but it is gonna help you survive, is what I'm saying.
I mean,
How about a badge for like asking for help? You know?
right?
What about that?
Yeah, listener badge.
Listener badge.
Yeah.
Yeah, or here's a big one, tough to get. Calling out your friend.
Ooh,
When there's no women around to impress, you're just there to teach. It's a teachable moment.
coming from a place of love. Badge.
And like, listen, if I don't say it,
Yeah.
no one will.
Right.
Badge.
Hit you with the realness badge. It's like, man, I got to hit you with the realness.
Locker room talk ain't so cool badge.
Hey, man. We
Like-
love you for who you are. You don't have to impress us, badge.
It's all fun and games, but also like, let's be the change we want to see.
Yeah.
It stops here, badge.
Oh, we need to have like some future Boy Scout like survival badges, you know? Like mine would be maintaining fat friends badge.
Yep.
Because you think about it, like it's supportive. You don't see body types, you do. But you don't. Hear me out. Ultimately, when AI takes over and we're left to our own devices, probably in the woods.
Yes.
Whatever is hunting us is going to catch our fat friend.
Okay.
So now we're surviving.
That's an interesting kind of survival
Or
tactic.
if we're trapped, we're low on food sources. Fucking the Thin Mike boys, Thin Mike and his crew, they're going to be fucking starving by nightfall.
Got it. So you want some kind
We
of
got fat
like
friends. I am with a spear pointing outward. None of you are getting into the cave with my dead fat friends in it. That's my meat.
they're dead, they're dead already.
That's
You're not keeping them
my
alive.
meat.
That's my meat badge.
That's my meat badge.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, it's good to have a fat friend. Good to have a friend who can't see too good.
I just think more practical skills for adulthood today. You know, like finding the actual cheapest flight online badge.
That's a good one.
You know, and convincing your wife that you fixed the heater, even though you did call a guy. But like the timing of working that all out because she
Right.
works from home.
Yeah, totally. Knowing how
And
to
so-
call the guy,
yeah.
secretly get him in.
Get him in at the right time.
Get it
She
fixed.
doesn't know because guess what?
Yeah.
Honey, got you a massage.
Yes.
It was supposed to be at 2, but then the guy was delayed, so then you had to finagle it, so that massage gets moved to 4.
Right.
You didn't pay for 2 massages.
Right.
You were able to somehow maneuver that.
I start running the sprinklers,
you
and I
run
go,
2
I don't know what's
massages,
happening.
she's going to see that on the debit card,
Yes.
you know, and then she's going to know what's up.
Right.
And you're already hiding the
Affair.
plumber guy's bill on your secret credit card.
Yeah, I mean, you might
which
as well
has
just
a
be
low
cheating.
minimum. Yeah.
You should be cheating at
So
this
that's
point.
a pretty good badge.
It's like, so he's living a secret life? Is it like women? No, it's like utilities. It's just like plumbing and like something with the heater.
Sometimes I just see him rubbing sandpaper on his hands, so he thinks that I know he's not a handyman type.
Doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Totally. You have a greasy towel,
Yeah.
and then you go into the bathroom and you have a moment of privacy, and you're like, ew! Can't believe I've been touching that all day. I hope she's buying it. What badge do you think you've earned?
What badge do I think I've earned? I think I've got the appears to be up to date on current events badge.
You're nailing that one.
Yeah. Because like listen, I can get 2 sentences in on the current Palestine thing.
Yeah.
You take me deeper?
Right.
Then I have to bust out a dusty old badge I got, fake injury badge,
Which, I'm sorry.
to distract me from the rest of this
So
conversation.
we're mid-conversation, and what would you say you've done to earn
I've rolled
this
my
badge?
ankle now. Mid-conversation. Oh, man.
I have rolled my damn ankle again. I am so sorry. I can't even focus on Israel Palestine.
Let's put a pin on this Palestine thing. I just got to, what's a stew?
I gotta elevate?
I got to elevate.
Ice. I-C-E.
Rice. Rest.
Rice. Rest.
Ice.
Ice.
The C is C. Elevate.
Yeah, and you're just sitting at like
What is C?
a young
Cold
like
press.
United
Compress?
Nations model UN
Yeah.
thing. Like, okay, Torio's gonna go. He's gonna wrap his other ankle now. You're like, it's been a weird day. It has been a
I am running out of ankles.
I got nothing left to roll. That's a good badge.
What about you? What badge you got?
I think my badge would be, and I think you can attest to this more than
Mm-hmm.
anyone, is I got the perfect place for us to eat. Badge. Sometimes people get mired in the you need someone to just jump in there and have a place.
You know,
and it's pretty good.
I might have to revoke that badge from you.
Why?
Because
The sandwiches we got yesterday.
great sandwich, but here's the problem with you. You got too many places.
I know, but I
Because
decide.
here's what happens. You go, what are you thinking? Right? And we all say sandwiches. And then
Yeah.
you list off 4 sandwich places. And then it becomes, now I'm supposed to pick out of these 4 sandwich places?
No.
So I pick. Guess what? I didn't pick right. I can see it on
You
your
don't
face.
pick. You don't pick.
Oh, I go all about the bread, and you go, yeah, that's an option for sure. And then you get your phone out, and then 10 minutes later,
I picked
you have
the
picked
actual
a different place.
Yeah.
You need to be a little more timely.
Wait, that's not
If you
part
want
of
this
the I got
badge.
the place.
No,
I
no.
get the place my own way. That's the back of the badge says. Does it his own way.
It is. You do. I mean, I will say this. You do know the good spots, and it's good to have that friend because I'm not that guy.
Right.
And I feel like I got you, Morgan, and Fury.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 3 guys.
You're lucky. Yeah, they've all earned their badges. Their badges are fucking encased
Yeah.
in gold.
But then the problem with that is when you hang out with that many foodies, you start taking drives. You know, they need to get out there. They need
There's
to
a
find
trip.
something new.
It's not all down the street.
It's not all down the street. I'm a down the street guy.
It's might be
Can I
a county or two over.
I'm a can I walk there guy.
Yeah, right.
They're like, bud,
No.
you couldn't walk there if you left now and wanted to eat
It was
breakfast
the last
tomorrow.
place on earth. You ain't walking there. Another badge, I would say. I think we both have a good laugh badge. We got a good laugh.
We got a good laugh. Yeah. It's a tough badge. That's a badge you can't really learn that.
No.
You have it or you don't.
You have it or you don't. Hospitality badge.
I don't have that. Oh, and I'm a good host
You're
to
hospitable.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
You start bringing over a friend that wasn't invited. Guess that badge is going in the drawer.
I just learned this
Guess
term
I'm
the other
busting out
day.
the passive aggression badge.
I learned this term the other day from Bruce Gray and Kelly Ryan. Mixed company.
Okay, and that means like they don't mesh.
It means like it's exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
You had people coming over, but now there's a person here that's not part of the thing.
Uh-huh.
Or wasn't originally part of the plan.
Right.
And that's not good news. That's almost never good news.
Right.
People cannot handle mixed company.
When it's good news, when on the rare occasions you get this like wild card guy that can come.
guy's killing it.
That's a moment.
Yeah.
That's a perfect moment, memory made.
Am I insane to think that I am that guy?
You can be that guy, I think.
Sometimes I pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know when to dial it back too. I know
You're a good social chameleon.
the healthy part of it is I know when I'll be in a new place and
Yeah.
I go, I'm not that guy. Today, I'm not that guy, and that's fine.
I'm almost never that guy.
You refuse to be that guy.
Yes.
At times where I'm like, no, he's that guy. Just wait. They're like, Zach, stop encouraging it.
They look, I like size. I literally look them up and down and go, rolled my ankle.
Oh no, a divot. We look down, your ankle's just broken at 90 degrees. How does he do that? Does he break it before he gets it? It's like a magician.
And then it's like the usual suspects where I limp away, and I just it was never real.
It morphs back. Yeah, you throw away a fake ankle.
We like finally can go back to room.
I'm like, it's a purple foot, and you just slide it off and toss it in the trash. Yeah, I think I've earned. My listener badge. It's on and ripped off constantly.
I'm not a good listener.
I try to be. Someone, Kyle, who used to have a podcast with, Kyle Dirksen.
Oh, I love Kyle Dirksen.
He said comedians, because he worked in comedy clubs. It's like you guys, by far, the worst listeners I've ever met.
Yeah.
And it's true because most of the time we're like, that little thing you just said about rolling your ankle makes oh wait, I got an idea about that.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, that could be something.
And then you come, I come back at the worst times.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'll just be like, he got killed?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I've been talking about it for 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, well, I hate to make you relive this yet again.
Yeah, right.
But how did he die?
Totally.
Like, all right.
Mine is
And then I can't even make it through the story again.
You're good. I know.
But
Second time around,
yeah,
you're
and
like,
I'm
gotta lock in
and I'm
now.
like, oh no.
Oh no, I said lock
I
in.
still don't know who they're talking about.
Yeah. I just got to roll with it now.
Yeah.
There's no being real anymore. Mine is I'll fake it in the beginning, and then my word is usually that's great. So I'm like lost in my joke idea, and then I look up and I'm like, that's great. And it's everyone's holding the person talking who's weeping, and I just put my hand on their arm too, and I'm like, that's great. And they're like, that they died?
Like, well, new beginnings.
It's great that they're in a better place. You know?
That's true.
That's great.
That is wonderful.
Carbon emissions are down a fraction, I'm sure, because they're no longer,
And they had a
breathing.
parking spot. Opened up.
That's open. So that could be a parklet or a garden. In his honor. In honor of them. God bless the inclusive pronoun. We are surviving with inclusivity. Yeah, God bless them.
There are comics that are good listeners.
Yeah.
Ran into Dave Nihill at the Comedy Store last night.
Oh, he's a great listener. Was he there last night?
He was there last night.
Irish Dave.
Irish Dave.
Hey, he's
and
a good
Irish
fucker.
Dave is crushing it.
He's selling out every theater.
And he always wants to talk about, he'll always talk about me. He'll be like, you're on the road crushing it. And like, how you doing with your numbers?
Yes.
And it's never out of a place where because a lot of people are like, how are you selling tickets? And they want to know if you're good enough to. With him, it's like, oh, here's what you got to do. I found out the algorithm's always changing.
Yeah.
And I don't, holy feck, I don't know how it works.
Oh, feck, yeah.
But I
just read a feck.
Here's the thing I've been trying. It's working this week.
Yeah.
If you want to try. And he's a super helpful guy.
He's like, I'm just another idiot just trying. I'm like, dude, you are if I was selling out theaters across the country and the world like you were, there's not a chance that I would be like, I'm just a fucking, I'd be like, I'm doing pretty good. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah. I would come. Honestly, I would come from that humble, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm doing well, and
but he's always like, you're the funny feck.
Yeah, he's like, you're the funny feck. I tricked him. You get the right Eventbrite featured event, and people just start purchasing. They don't even know what they're going to see. I think they know.
Yeah, I think they know who you are.
They're going to see you.
Nah, I think they just pick a Dave.
Some people just like sitting in a theater.
But they all seem to be sitting in your theater. Because I did a theater show.
They didn't like that one.
They didn't like that theater.
There's nothing going on that week. The week I was in town, it must have been really nothing going on. You're the fucking star. And then, he's always like, you started posting before 4 a.m. I heard this week that they're doing that. You should do it. And then you'll see him again.
3:55. Now you're up. Might as well go for a run.
Yeah.
He's like the most in shape dude.
I feel so.
Now you're back from the run. You might as well write 18 jokes.
I'm unqualified. Yeah. I'm like, you're just reminding me that I don't belong at the top. Because he's like, how'd the 4 a.m. posting go? And I'm like, I'm going to, this Sunday is when you're waiting to Sunday. It's too late.
It was funny. He was telling me, I'm doing a show in Denver, October 14th. And he's like, yeah, that's great. That's a great theater. You should do these other shows. And I was like, you know him? And I was like, no. He's like, I'll send you the emails. If I don't remember, send me a reminder. And then 5 minutes later, he had sent me the emails.
Yes.
I was like, guess you don't need the reminder. And
then he sends you a reminder. Did you do the email?
Did you send him?
Did you use the email I sent you?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Yeah, you should do it. I mean, they'd be lucky to have you.
Yeah.
He's never mad at you.
He's never mad.
He should be mad at us at this point.
Yeah, he should be like,
why aren't you
for
working
the love of God,
quarters?
try at your dream.
Father of the year, dude. Yeah. He's just like, whenever you're ready to commit yourself, you're ready to fucking
And it's like,
skyrocket.
I love the guy. And I think a lot of people, he was in the Bay for a while when we were in the Bay.
Yeah.
I think it comes off at first, because we're all so cynical, as like, not condescending, almost like Hollywood.
Artificial, yeah.
Where he's just like, this is how I network.
Yeah.
But it's like, once you get to know him, you're like, oh no.
He's just sharing the knowledge that like he's an open book.
Yeah.
He's an open book, which doesn't exist in a lot of this, because people are worried that you're going to take their spot. Yeah.
But it's like, but when you learn, yes. And that, I feel like maybe when I learned that wasn't the case, not just in comedy, but in life.
Yeah.
Like there is people think we can't all live our dreams.
Yeah.
And it might sound like weird, but I truly think there is enough for everyone.
Enough food at the table. I agree too.
And people are like, well, it's not someone's dream to be a janitor. We need janitors. But it's like, but it's someone's dream. It was like, that's just the wrong way of looking at it.
Yeah, I think so
Because
too.
there's someone's dream has nothing to do with like their job. They'd
Yeah.
be happy cleaning because their dream is something else.
Hours are set. They
Yeah.
can go home
Right.
or whatever.
Or and what maybe it's something whatever.
Yeah.
And so in comedy there is,
And it's
and
all-
and I've learned that from Dave a little bit.
Yes.
Where it's like
But another thing is it's all in motion. Like, so, you know, you look back at like the jobs we had that we were like, oh, I fucking hated that. But like it kind of, it influenced you and made you who you are. And it's like a step on the way. So when I see someone working a job, like working it in and out, first of all, in and out is paying like $25 an hour.
Crushing it.
So I'm like, can I borrow some money? But then I see these people like, you're just getting experiences and figuring out, you find what you want by doing what you don't want.
Yeah.
So I used to do that too, where I'm like, man, we gotta like hole up and fucking protect the fortress because like other people are at the gates, you know?
and it's like
They're not. And it's helping them find a way. And I've found that the more like helpful you are with other people, like whether it's karma points or whatever spiritual thing I believe in, or even just directly from that person being like, if you're good, it comes back to you. If you're not, then you start getting bitter and you go like, no one wants to help me. I've helped them.
Yeah, you start keeping score.
And they're like, we can't help you. You're like tough to be around.
Right.
You know, it's like, well, I helped Torio. Yeah, Torio's great. Like,
Right.
you getting him in was not like a risky maneuver.
Yeah.
It's tough. And that's a tough conversation to have because I've had multiple people be like, wow, dude, I had you on my show all the time. And here we are. And I'm like, dude, I've recommended you twice. And both times it went terribly.
Yeah. And your show sucked.
Yeah.
And I did it because I was new.
It sounds cocky.
And now my show's great.
Yes.
And in LA.
Right.
And it's just different.
Well, also, like, you were helping. Like you being on that person's show, Torio, you
helped.
did the show a
Right.
favor.
Yeah. I was like-
And there's no not cocky way to say that.
Yeah.
But it's like, I wish, you know, I try to compare it to things that are more objective.
Yeah.
So it's like you're playing pickup basketball at the park.
Yeah.
And someone's like, dude, I invited you on my team. And I'm like, you don't know how to bounce the ball on the ground. I had you on my team once. Everyone looked at me the whole time. Like, what are we doing with this guy?
You have to go practice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a different game. But yeah, Irish Dave's the fucking...
He's the fucking best. I mean, he will sell out SoFi Stadium. And I'll be like, dude, did I just see you, Irish Dave, at headline SoFi Stadium, sold out? It was just a fucking slow week in Inglewood, you know?
But I heard you did Milk Bar 7 minutes set. Pretty good.
And I heard you crushing it.
Yeah.
And he always tries to get you into the thing you just did.
Yeah.
Not as like
You're
a
like,
Hollywood
I
thing.
give you the email of the SoFi Booker.
Did you get Booker at SoFi.com?
Yeah, you just got to make sure there's no Charger or Rams game. So it's like you can't do Sundays.
You can't do Sundays. I hope that's all right.
Yeah. Some Mondays are no good. But
Yeah.
Like,
But they'd love you there.
Like a Friday night.
They'd love to have you.
Yeah.
You're
You just got to sell 18,000 hot dogs. Can you do that, mate?
mate. You're a fucking superstar. You're a good lad.
Guy could save the world.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, I don't know.
It's the downside to comedy where I'm like, why are you doing this? If you just applied that superhero energy of yours to cancer.
Yeah. You're like, Irish Dave, you cured cancer?
Yeah. I was just fucking hanging out by the right petri dish. You're the fucking superstar, man. They'd fucking love you at that research center. I get you the email. You get to do the research center.
Hanging by petri dishes?
You just sit by one. I go, I'll watch this one. And turns out that bacteria won. It beat cancer.
Do you sleep ever?
Nah,
Like 9 hours a day?
I'd say I blink healthily.
No one knows where he lives.
Yeah.
You know, he'll be in Bali.
That's
or,
a true comedian, though.
Yeah?
People are like, where are you these days? I go, I'm around.
I'm right here.
I'm here.
Let's live right now. I'm
You-
right here.
you
I'm
want
here
me to-
right now. Let's enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn it, Dave.
Well, no,
You're
but like-
so at peace.
When clubs do this, like, you were great. Where are you, though? And you say, oh, I'm in LA. Ah, okay. Well, we're kind of far from there, but thanks for coming by. Well, I mean, what were you thinking? Do you want me coming back? I'll come back.
Yeah. Clubs,
I'm around.
clubs, but that's the thing. We're done with clubs, man. We're SoFi Stadium now.
Now I'm SoFi.
Yeah. You just
And
got
you
to
should do
book
it, too.
You should.
Hey, all you Hesbos listening, they'd love you.
Oh, we sent you the email.
I can't wait for them to meet Irish Dave just to get the compliment.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I'm thinking about getting into comedy.
It'd be really easy
Is
to
he
look
gonna
up.
do it?
Yeah, check out Dave Nihill.
Go
He's
check
got
him
a
out.
million followers.
Yeah.
Some of you are probably one of them.
Yeah. Irish Dave.
He doesn't really go by Irish Dave anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
thankfully. Yeah.
But he
That
does
was
like
one of those
Irish
annoying
nights.
things.
He
Yeah,
does
he does Irish nights.
I mean, every comedian has like the
Because
funny.
in the Bay we had Mean Dave,
That's true.
Irish Dave,
Yep.
and Wonder Dave.
Wonder Dave.
They were the only. There was nobody else that did that. There was no other something name. Somehow, all three people that chose to do like that style of name were all named Dave.
Yeah. Well, my now defunct character, Black Zack, wasn't as successful.
Recreate that.
I've
Yeah, that's
actually
the banger we want to end
I've
it
been
on.
requested by my legal team to never recreate that.
Well, but maybe on the Patreon pod.
Patreon pod, you will get. I'll honestly do a full half hour of Black Zack.
And now it. You heard it. Patreon.com.
Let's see if the numbers
Hesby
move
Street.
a little.
All right. Any final thoughts, man?
No,
All we talked about was
check comedy too much.
adult badges
Adult badges
and Irish Dave.
and
Solid
Irish
episode.
Dave. Yeah, Boy Scouts, brownies, gangs.
We did. We got into
Gang
gangs,
colors,
gang
Blue Lives
colors,
Matter.
Blue Lives Matter.
We got a little all over the board there.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
It's been a wild time here at Hesby Street.
Oh man, has it been? It's been. Hey, happy July 4th, man.
Yeah, dude.
I can't say that to them because it's July 5th or later, unless they're watching this a year late.
My British landlord, I didn't know what to say. He went, I'd say happy 4th of July, but, you know.
Be like, you guys were tried to colonize the whole world.
And then he was like,
He's trying.
funny, you as an American having a hard time with people interfering with other countries.
I guess we're both bad, ain't we?
And I go, touche.
Oh, you're bringing the French in.
And he's like, oh, you filthy fucking...
Guess you always need the French to finish your battles.
and I'm just like, all right, man, look, bad things happen. That's how you greet people on 4th of July now. Look, the cultures have thrived in one.
Do you or do you not want to blow some shit up?
Time erases how... Do you remember the Visigoths? No, you don't. Bad things happen to them. That land was theirs. We're on Visigoth land.